Yo, we got a video here today, and we're having a little sneak peek into these attitudes towards the modern courting, the modern dating. Let's get right into it.
Guys, I went on a date this week and I felt the feminism leaving my body. I live on the east side of LA, and if you don't know what that means, it's sort of like the artsier part of LA, you know? It's people say it's like Brooklyn and New York. So I go on dates with a lot of men and women who, you know, live over here. There's always a negotiation about who pays, and that's great. I like to pay for people.
Well, if you like to pay, then why is there this negotiation? See, they don't want to come off as gold diggers, but deep down, they want a free meal. They want a free ride.
But what I will say is that I sort of fell into going on a date with the most guy's guy I've ever been on a date with. And he's from West, you know, Santa Monica. He's a bro, right? A guy's guy is usually not my type. Like, I cannot remember the last time that I went on a date with like a straight bro, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I kind of do know what you're saying, but when the ladies, when they even use the term bro, oh, bro, there's a bro's bro. It's like something seems off. I mean, you tell me below in the comments.
It befell me. It befell me in an organic fashion. So I'm on this date with this guy, and the thing about a guy's guy is he's putting his card down. He's paying for everything. And I really it sort of activated something feral in me. I'm not gonna lie. We went to like a...
Notice how that's all it comes down to. Cash money.
Beta.
To be a guy's guy, to be a bro, you just put the card down and pay for everything. Even though she said earlier she likes to pay for things, but if someone else is footing the bill, I mean, why not come along for the free ride?
Another bar, and he was going to go to the bathroom, so I was getting prepared to pay for our drinks because he's been paying all night. Of course I'm going to pay for the next round, but as he's going to leave for the bathroom, he turns to me and he hands me his credit card, and he goes,
you know, if you really wanted to sort of reciprocate the good deeds that he's done, even if he give you that credit card, you could have still bought a round of drinks. Nothing's stopping you from, you know, the reciprocation. Because if it's one-way traffic, that's a red flag, straight up.
Here's my card. Get us whatever. It might be time for me to get away from all these, you know, liberal snowflakes on the east side.
The thing is, bottom line, this is just a joke to some of these people. They don't really believe any of this stuff. They just find it interesting. Any of the red pill, all of that. They just find it funny, but deep down, they actually despise all of it. So now we get to fast forward to when, unfortunately, some of them go knock knock, hit the wall, and even the lady matchmakers can't get through to them. I wonder why.
I was rejected by a matchmaker this week. You wouldn't be able to work with me. When we met, I told her what I was looking for and told her a lot about me, and I tried to highlight some of my core qualities. Organized, I like to be the leader. I also told her I was looking...
Straight away, guys, don't care about that. You like to be the leader? I mean, go and...
lesbians.
Go and bump clams and be the alpha in that relationship. Or you can just find some
Beta.
that you don't respect and you'll divorce them later on.
For a man who was also a leader, because I don't want to always be the leader, believe it or not. I told her I was looking for someone...
And you think the alpha leader guy wants to sort of butt heads with his wife? You think he wants to go back and forth? I mean, they might enjoy that. They might enjoy the conflict, but if a guy is really a true leader and he's working certain jobs, he's already doing the clashing in the real world. He doesn't want to come home and clash with his lover. I mean, that's just what I think anyway.
That was at or above the same income level as me, driven, who is ambitious, who is ready for a long-term relationship and ready to get married. She may have actually picked up on the fact that I'm a little high-strung. I'm not like a stressed out or anxious person. I'm just high energy or type A. This is who I am. When talking about what I didn't like in a man, I said I could never really be with a beta type man. I specifically used the word doormat. I said I would chew them up and spit them out.
Why? Why do you want to chew them up and spit them out? I mean, do you get off on that? I mean, how about you just find, at this point in the game, all of those criteria you might have been able to pull off in your 20s. Now that they're older, they have even more criteria, and they're not wanting to even compromise one bit.
And her response was, well, I married that type of man.
The advice Danielle got from the matchmaker was that men like a soft, easygoing woman, and that she should try to be more like this.
She also said that she could sense I had some walls up, which, of course, I'm coming to meet a woman who I'm asking to find my future husband at the rate of...
It's pretty ridiculous sort of idea, right? You're just going to spend lots of money and expect someone to just line you up a husband. Meaning that you're not really doing anything on yourself. You're expecting the matchmaker to literally perform magic and find this husband that has all of these qualities, and he's willing to also deal with you on top of it.
Of several $1,000s. I, of course, am going to be here really just trying to interview you, my dear friend, because I want to know if I'm going to get my money's worth with you. So, of course, I'm going to have some walls up. I asked her if she thought I would be ready for her services. Her response, she essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too high and I'm not ready for all.
And she ain't ready to accept that even at her age, she got work to do. I mean, people used to be normally groomed by their parents or someone else to become that lady, to become the spouse. You know, they used to actually have like sort of etiquette schools back in the day so you could learn to be a lady. Right now, we do the complete opposite. You go, girl. You're the boss. You're the alpha. You're all of the BS bullcrap.
A long-term committed relationship at the ripe age of 38, where I have been in therapy for 10 plus years.
Yikes.
Safe to say Danielle was not happy with the feedback she received.
She also said that I need to soften a little bit, and men like a softer woman. Essentially,
They do. They do. Guys like softer women. Newsflash, I know no one likes to hear that, especially the lady. They don't like to hear it. But that's what guys want. But ultimately, they could care less what you want, clearly.
I spent $350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am, but the fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership, which honestly I think
Even I would need to change. Even I would need to humble myself to get married and make compromises. I realize that. This one doesn't. She doesn't realize that she's going to have to humble herself. She's going to have to make compromises, but she's 38 now. So a guy that might want to do that, they're going to want to be a little bit younger, because normally when guys want to engage in the marriage, it's for children. I mean, unless there's some guys that just really need the companionship. They really need to just be around a partner. But, I mean, you tell me how that's been working out recently.
for that reason alone, she should have her matchmaking license taken away, because we shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are, and essentially telling women that the type of woman they
Well, that's BS. The perfect the way you are, that's a lie. And they continue to say that lie.
are isn't worthy of love. That is a narrative that should not be given to anyone. It is dangerous commentary, and the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity. No matter the type of woman you are, love is out there for you. We are.
Yeah, take advice from this one. You know, not the matchmaker. Take advice from someone that couldn't even take advice from her fellow sister matchmaker. Just couldn't take it. But now she's going to give it out.
Not going to listen to this toxic narrative.
Sadly, some people on the original video left some unkind comments. But Danielle is adamant that everyone is deserving of love.
That is toxic. The idea that anyone is not worthy or deserving of love as they are in their form at this moment.
Well, that's already a red flag. You shouldn't need to change. Okay, well, find... Well, you've already said that you don't want...
Beta!
And basically, that's kind of what you should settle for, because he would potentially put up with some of this garbage.
Moment is toxic. Yes, everybody needs to work on themselves, everyone needs to adjust, and everyone needs to grow. But saying that somebody is not worthy or deserving or ready for love as they are today is...
Well, you're clearly not. You're clearly not ready. What she said touched a nerve because it was true. And that's why she's made this type of a response.
100% toxic.
Danielle also had another update about how posting this video online had affected her dating life.
I was already rejected by a Hinge match because of this video. I matched with him on the dating app and we were chatting.
You going to take any introspection then? He watched this video and said, I'm out. Red flags everywhere. But it's just a joke to her, and she's just hoping that some knight in shining armor alpha, he's just going to walk in and save the day at 38.
Chatting, and then this video blew up. He said it came across his For You page and he was like, oh, I'm chatting with her. And let me show you what he said. Hinge must speak to TikTok, blah, 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 blah. I realize it didn't work for you, but based off the way you described it, I feel like she's trying to match me with people I would be compatible with. Would you mind giving me her info? Y'all, and of course, I gave him the info. I am grateful I didn't waste a date with this guy. He clearly thinks, based on the video, we are not compatible, and that is fantastic. Let's weed out anyone that is probably not going to be a good match for me.
That's a good tactic too. When you're a bit older, why not weed out more of the candidates? Yeah. They still think they're in high school. They still think, oh, well, I'm still hot and cute, and someone banged me last night, so I can get someone to marry me. Now, that's the difference. They'll blow your back out, ain't going to put a ring on it and buy a mortgage.
If they see themselves out, that's fine. And he did it in a kind and respectful way, which I totally appreciate. I do think that matchmaker is going to help some people find love. Obviously, it's not going to be me. Hopefully, it's this guy. And we can all live happily ever after.
Commenters on the original video tried to shine.
Where does that concept come from? Happily ever after. Movies. I mean, should you have a peaceful, yeah, you should. But that's not how humans interact with each other. We have good days, we have bad. We're in a good mood, we're in a bad mood, and you have to just resolve problems at times.
A positive light on Danielle's situation, with one person saying, I think she's just saying she's not the right matchmaker for you. I don't think she meant you're not worthy. I would appreciate her not wasting my money. And another person added, the people coming for you? Why? There is nothing.
This is always a deflection. Anyone that gives any kind of honest criticism, they're haters. They're just trolls. Really? Just everyone. Everyone's a hater and a troll. No one can give constructive criticism. They can. They can tell you exactly X, Y, and Z, what guys need to do, not to do. But if you tell them the same, that's a big no-no.
Wrong with being a type A and owning it. There is a man out there for you, sis. You know your worth. Thanks so much to...
What's this type A stuff? Is that like another word for, like, to justify being a narcissist, to justify being an entitled brat? I'm type A. There's nothing I can do to change this. You sound like you're still a child, really, yet you're 38. But anyway, gents, we're going to leave it right there. As always, thoughts, comments, below. And hit that like on the way out. It takes 1.5 seconds, and smash that subscribe button right now. Smash the frick out of that button. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.